Hello everyone and welcome to another highlight video for the Montreal Expos Backyard Baseball 2001 season. This is our highlight video for our sixth game where we were once again facing the Philadelphia Phillies, this time at home, and it was a very interesting game. The Phillies once again got off to a decent start. Ruth Prout in the top of the first, hustling out an infield single up the first baseline, and then the next batter, Joella Minotti, hitting it deep to left field. Ernie Steele almost making the play, ends up fielding it off the trees, and Ruth Prout, with her speed, is able to take advantage and score the first run of the game, which happened in the first matchup between these two teams. Joella Minotti deciding to risk going to third, and we take advantage and get her out there. Pablo Sanchez, however, quickly responded with a beautiful home run to center field in the bottom of the first, taking advantage of a pitch over the middle of the plate by Curt Schilling. And Pablo Sanchez was clearly happy to see the back of the Melonheads, as we said in the game video. He just struggled against that team, but there were no such struggles for him today. The next couple of innings passed without too much incident. Michiko Adachi here hitting a nice deep shot to right field, but Vladimir Guerrero is there to make the diving catch. And the action picks up in the top of the fourth, once again with Ruth Prout using her speed. Annie Frazier going to cover second base instead of trying to catch the ball, allowing the single. And then Joella Minotti trying to take advantage again, but this time Luann fields it and just gets Prout at second base, and it is a beautiful double play. Certainly not an easy one to execute, but a fabulous job there from the Expos. And in the bottom of the inning, Pablo Sanchez once again using his resources, this time dropping down a crazy bunt, and Lisa Crockett taking a while to adjust and hustle after the ball, and that will allow Pablo Sanchez to easily get the inside the park home run for his second home run of the day. And in the top of the fifth, he would show off the effort in the field with a diving stop and a spin throw to get the out, as Luann Louis was rolling at this point on the mound. She also tried to contribute with the bat, dropping a bunt down, but it's well fielded by Curt Schilling. And then Jocinda Smith gets caught in a rundown here, but wanted to show this play because this was good baseball all around. Jocinda Smith extending the rundown as long as she possibly could, hoping for the Phillies to make a throwing error or a fielding mistake, but eventually she tires out. A well-executed play by the Phillies there, it must be said. And that gave them some momentum, because in the top of the sixth, it's a little bloop that Luann has trouble fielding. Again, Annie Frazier going to cover second base before anyone would even be going there, something that we had a talk about after the game. And then after a fielder's choice, it is Joella Minotti once again trying to drive in Ruth Prout, this time a throwing error by Jocinda Smith, throwing it into left field. And that allows Ruth Prout to circle the bases and tie the game. But the tie did not last long, because Pablo Sanchez gets a hold of another one and launches it to right center field. Another home run for Pablo Sanchez, just feasting on Curt Schilling's pitching in this game, and restoring the 3-2 advantage for the Expos. And two batters later, Keisha Phillips, who was having a quiet game to this point, was having a quiet game no longer, as she also launches to right center field, essentially the same area that Pablo had just hit his home run, and this time she is able to hit it out once again, continuing her offensive tear to start the season, and giving us a 4-2 lead, which is actually, as you may know, what the final score ended up being. It was a pitching dominant game. Luann Louis using the crazy ball to force a ground out to end the 7th. That would essentially be her last work of the game. Pablo Sanchez comes up in the bottom of the 8th looking for his 4th home run, and it looked briefly like he might have had it, but he got a little under it, and it is caught in center field. Ernie Steele came to finish off the game, and he did so by striking out Lisa Crockett with a zigzag pitch, which gives us the 4-2 victory, allowing us to sweep the Phillies, who certainly brought a better performance to this game. It moves our record to 4-2, having won 4 games in a row after the difficult start to the year, and now we move on out of division play to take on the rest of the league.